What's up, people? Welcome to Power Performance Cars. Well, in today's tutorial we're going to teach you how to change these bad boys with these bad boys. Fairly easy using these cheap ass tools. Now let's get a move on. First thing first, we're going to disconnect the battery. Let's move. On it up. Safety first. Ignore the CDs while I listen to. Come over here, make sure you disconnect your compartments here on the driver's side. UK spec. Yeah, it's snap on, but unfortunately, since that much action, it's jumping on its teeth, but never mind. Make sure you pull the earth cable off. Don't be going for the live. What I normally do is I get one of the casings that I have removed from the casing around it. Put it over here over the negative terminals and just let the battery relax in that position. Right, on to the next thing. We have changed the M button previously, but we didn't do a tutorial on that, but we'll run it through. Ideally, I would recommend that you change the paddle shift and this at the same time. Two birds, one stone. You know how that goes. Right, guys, one thing that I've noticed that a lot of people haven't covered in their videos is on this M3 e93, 92, I'm pretty sure the e90s are the same as well. When you have a feel around there for the airbag removal point, you won't be able to see any visible gaps. What you've got to do is run your finger down here where your finger will drop in. There, right there, you'll see you'll need to shove this bad boy in. Disappeared just like that. Once you've done that, press onto this cable, push the bag down. Yep, then it should in theory remove. Might take a bit of doing, but and it should. I think the head on the screwdriver might be a bit too. There, yeah, that'll remove that right there. So let's pull that up, tug it on it. Same on the other side. What we need to do, find the location. Put the screwdriver in. Have a bit of look around in there. It can be a bit challenging sometimes to find the locating spring. Right, so the next step is you've got these two connectors over here. BMW connectors, I really like them because they're all pop-up locks. So you put your screwdriver in there, pop it up. Fairly easy to take off. You take the green off, everything's color coded so you can't get it wrong. I could get my child to do this. Pull that one off. Same time, disconnect it, but be careful, don't be too rough with it where you want to break it. Even you might be mad at your wife or somebody in your life and you might take it out on that. Believe me, it's going to be very costly. So moving forward with that one, we've got a little bolt here that holds this side of it together. The paddle shift, I've seen we've done it on this side. It's already complete. Someone's phone died and I wanted to complete the thing. Right, so T20. You really don't need expensive tools to do this kind of job. You can do, well, I can probably do in less than an hour to do it. But I'm just taking it nice and easy to show you guys how easy it can be. And so you take this bolt out here, pull that out, and this one just comes off. Same time in your hands. There's a wire that's holding it, keeping it from coming out. Little cable that's over here, it stretches over, and there you have it. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take this casing on the outer casing on this one. I'm gonna take that off with these lugs over here, and just it's pretty straightforward again. Lift it up. It is a bit challenging when you're doing it by yourself, but you know, persevere with it. We'll push that up, that's off, and then it goes back on, but then just go back there we are. Come around to this side, there's one at the bottom of it. all in all, there's three of them. 1, 2, 3. Thereof, that comes off in your hand. Then you've got another piece that you want to take off, which is this right here. Again, screwdriver in, pop it up. Let's try again, and again. For first you don't succeed. Right, another one as well. There we are. That's got 3 on it as well, so it's 1, 2, 3. That should pop off into your hands. I'm doing everything on the car because I don't really want to take all the wires out and make the job or the tutorial longer than it's supposed to be. Once I locate the 1 second screwdriver that I need, is that T6. So inside there's a ball bearing. What I do is take the circuit board off. Remember, when you're putting the circuit board back on, you need to just nip it. Don't be over tightening it. Don't be blaming me, saying that you've seen me do this and you over tighten a Mr. Muscle type of job and you break the board, then it's on your own toes. And again, I'm not advising anyone to do anything with their car that they don't feel comfortable with, and at the same time it's down to yourselves whether you want to take this challenge on board or not. So this thing, so I've released that. Let's come off. Paddle shift's in my hand here. Push the rod that's there out like that. It pops up. Once it's popped up, that just slides out. Come on. Yep, there we are. There's a little pin that comes out. Just put the pin where you can easily access it, which is there. Right, then what you want to do, you can see, can you see that little ball in there? That's there, that's with it. That's why you take the board off. That little ball comes off. Once that's off, I normally put it on the floor. Oops, a daisy. Right there. Or I'll just put it in next on my gear stick there. Get this little thing, put it there where I can get to it easy. And at the paddle shift you can see there is, I think it's a T15 or T10 spline there. Take that off. Use this side first. There we are. Take pressure off bolt. Take the pressure off the bolt, you know. Once you take the pressure off, sorry guys, I'm going into character mode there. Didn't intend to, but you know me, I help myself. Put all the tools down so you do not catch the contact points. We don't want to be bending them, no pun intended. All right, so gradually pull that out. There you are. There's the thing that you don't want. Then you grab the one that you do want. What I normally do is I'll get the bolt that I've took out of the original, because this is, it feels quite rigid to go in. I'll just wind that in first. Just work it really. I'll just work it back and forth. Make sure I don't damage the threads or anything. So just work it back and forth. You could feel the resistance as you're doing this. Back and forth. Right, okay, that's that. That feels nice. Right. Then what we do is we get it and then put it in there. I think that's the way I took it in. Make sure it's the right way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right guys, then you just gotta, in reverse order, put the bolt in there. There, right there. I'll just, sometimes with these cheap tools you've got to work with it. Money saving thing, I guess. Alright, okay, that's nipped. The reason why I take it all apart is because when it comes to reassembling. This little ball that we were talking about that belongs inside there, it's got a locating hole right there, so it sits nice and comfortable in there. So let me just put that in there. There you are. If you can see, follow it up, but there's a spring in here that it needs to sit on. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a spring there right there. So what we do is you feed that back in, make sure it's comfortably sitting over it. You can see that, that's where your back and forth action comes. Okay, right, then get the pin that you've taken out, it's gold pin, feed it back in into there. Make sure you're comfortable with, sits in nicely. Yep, it's nice and comfortable in there. It's locked in. Just give it a press with the tool. I know that's saying, but you know what they say, measure it 10 times or cut it once. There we are, there we have it. Then what you can do is reassemble it back onto the unit in reverse order, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you go through the tutorial, you'll see that's pretty easily put together. But like I said before, this little the board that you've got here, make sure you don't over tighten that. That'll just fit over there like, just put it, I'll just show you. So that'll slot back into this where this cable sits in. There we are. Then get the, make sure you get them, secure it back in position always, and it's been a rule of life for me. Get the everything that you take out, the bolts, the nuts and stuff like that, before you start tightening it with anything, make sure you get some threads on by hand. It just saves you a lot of headache, believe me, because if you cross thread things, it can be a headache. So what you're just doing on this one is just, you're gonna nip it, just a nip. I mean, don't keep it, leave it loose, make sure it's nipped, but don't over tighten it where you break the circuit. Nip, that's it, that's all it needs. So, and then the casing goes back on. Right, so the casing goes back on is just a case of just lining it up, back up there, click. That's the sound we like to hear. Same with the other side, line it up, click, click, click. There you are, there you have it. And that's it, perfect. Then feed it back in. Into there, put them back in there, put the cables that you took out of the mounting cables at the back of it, back over there, that's in there. Get the ball, all goes back in place. I know you might have had a problem with the visuals because of my hand, but hey, I'm hoping that you guys get the gist of it all, you know. There's a lot of stuff that you can do on the car. You don't necessarily have to take the parts off the steering wheel for you to complete a job, believe me. It's just going to be a waste. So just if you can do it on the car, then just I advise just to do it on the car. But make sure your batteries are disconnected. We don't want to be having any short circuits or any other issues that can arise from this kind of job. Okay guys. And there you have it. Feel it. Okay. Everything back in reverse order. So I'll reassemble it all and get you back on. So then guys, final stages. We're gonna connect these back up. So you've got a black connector that goes over here, and you push lock. Always double check it, make sure it's not loose. Push down and lock. You'll hear it click. Double check, make sure they're not loose. Remember, it's the opposite way. So if you look at the BMW sign, it's facing towards the engine for you to get that one right. Make sure everything's in order. Just push all these connectors back in place. Make sure you haven't disturbed anything, or wires and everything are out of the way in a comfortable position where they're supposed to be, hopefully stock. And then you just rest. What you do is just rest this airbag right there and just push, click. As you can see, it's all tight now, all done. Clean up after yourself, always a good practice. Make sure your tools are in the places where you're not going to scratch any part of your vehicle. You know what this BMW interior is like. And if you want to return the car back to stock, keep everything that you take off the vehicle aside in a box where you know you have it. And that's that. So what next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the battery back on and test functionalities. Right, the boot's opened. Remove the practice casing. There you are. And nip that up. Make sure it's a good solid connection. Don't be leaving your battery terminals loose, because they can cause you issues. Go over a bumper or anything like that, then it can come off. You don't want to be in that position. So, tight. Now the casing that I've took off the battery section, I've put it in. So when I close the boot, it doesn't completely close. But one thing I would say, guys, if you have ever, I don't know, when you're absent-minded and you close the boot with the battery disconnected, you need to go to the front of the bonnet. Don't panic. Open the bonnet up. You've got a live terminal here, so that's your live. You can take your earth from anywhere. Just take your earth even from the engine block over here. Just hook up your jumper cables or your booster pack to that, and it will open up your boot or trunk, depending on what part of the world you're at. So the next step is for us to fire it up and see how she's performed. Right guys, moment of truth. Fired it up, put it in drive. Hey, and there we are. As you can see, comfortably changing gear. Oh. Yep. So there we are. It completely transforms the look of the car. It's these little touches that really sets it off in my mind, and plus it, you know what, it's it makes you feel good as well, that you know you're enhancing the vehicle of the car, I guess. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe below, and just let us know what you would like to see. We will continue making these videos, so hopefully, you know, we can help people out, save some money. Excellent guys, thanks for watching. See you soon, take care. Hey guys, a moment of truth. Look at that. Before I even started the vehicle, the vehicle looks amazing. It feels different, it looks different. It really enhances the cockpit, I suppose. But you know, I'm happy with it. Just gonna do a check, make sure the vehicle changes gears as it should. So put it in drive. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we are. Yeah, definitely doing that. Happy with that. Yeah, definitely, job well done. So we'll be making more videos like this in the near future, making the job easier and quicker, and doing the job on the car rather than taking the components off and taking up more of the time, saving you money. You know guys, subscribe, like, and just advise us what you would like to see further. Okay, see you soon guys. Follow us.